What's going on, even? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, man, bringing you back to another gameplay. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Agosto! Monsieur Agosto. Yes, sir.
6 months in, what to do?
We back at you. This time we playing video games, man. We're gonna play, how many is it? 7 different wrestling games. I don't know how many wrestling games I bought, but we're gonna try to play one big fat match with each of them.
Now, give them the background story of how much these games mean to us growing up, man, and why this still means something to us to this day.
Right. In fact, I got an heirloom for you guys. Hold on. All real wrestling fans know what this belt is. Come on. Don't bullshit.
But in this case,
right. All right. We're gonna go hardcore because I want to use weapons.
we gotta go with SummerSlam, man.
SummerSlam,
man.
Yeah. Hey. Fun fact: some of the SummerSlams landed on this man's birthday.
Man, one of the ones, was it 05?
Yeah, I think it was 2005. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of, I'll say the best SummerSlams of ever, bro. I'm not gonna front. That was the best one, my personal opinion. There's been plenty of good SummerSlams, but that was my favorite one.
Yeah, the one with Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels as the main event.
Yeah, and then you had the late great Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio in the custody of Dominic in the ladder match.
Yes, that match was fantastic. Some of Eddie's best heel work, like ever, bro.
You had Dave Bautista versus JBL. You had John Cena versus Chris Jericho. Even though I don't like this character, you had Eugene versus
you didn't like
Kurt Angle. Towards the tour, like in the beginning, I did, but towards like the middle, close to the end of his reign in WWE, no, I didn't like it. But the beginning, I did though. But you didn't tell him why this game means so much to us though, growing up though.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, both our households had this game. Who do you want to face, James?
You can pick, man. This is your channel, man. This is the Maverick channel. So what he say, go. You feel me?
All right.
But the reason why these games mean so much to us, man, because it kept us out of a lot of trouble. Because like in our neighborhood, I don't know if y'all know, but we from Minneapolis, you know, from the north side. And there's a lot of temptations on the north side, man. So when kids have something to look forward to, they can't get in trouble. Meaning, if you have a summer program you can go to, it keep you occupied. If you have sports you can do, keep you occupied. If you occupy yourself by playing video games or toys or something, it keeps you out of a lot of trouble. And playing these games kept us out of a lot of trouble.
Now, mind you, we had to make sure our homework and chores and stuff was done as usual.
Mandatory.
That is mandatory. Because you carry that into your life, regardless if you are a grown adult like us or you're a kid. You had to do your chores and you had to do your homework before you get down to your daily pleasures. And take it from us. We, around this time when this game came out, we couldn't wait to get our asses to watch wrestling.
Yo,
we couldn't wait.
Okay, the Ruthless Aggression era, to me, was the best era in wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. And the reason why is because that was must-see TV.
Yes.
When we was on punishment, because we actually like got smart or not finished our homework or whatever, it was like close to death.
Yes, it was like a clean shot to the face from Muhammad Ali or some other heavyweight boxer.
And versus now, no disrespect, but versus now, it's not must-see TV now. You just had to be there to watch the. Like most of our childhood was based off wrestling. Like
we would do moves to each other. You know what I'm saying? We would buy the belts and wrestle over the belts. So much so our moms would be like, "Hey, y'all quit that wrestling."
Man, chunk of our childhood was based off wrestling, man.
Yes.
That's just what it is. Like, you just had to be there to see it.
We had the big-ass action figures.
I'm telling you.
We even had the action figures belts, too.
We had every single toy that you could think of, from Sting to Trish Stratus. We had all the belts.
Chain, masked and unmasked.
You know, so it was like, man, we had a very great childhood memory, man, and most of this goes to wrestling. And like I said, like, it kept us out of a lot of trouble, man. Like we preoccupied ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We just played with toys, and you know, of course we went outside too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course we did.
But while we was inside,
playing tag, hide and seek, good stuff.
But when we was inside the crib, we occupied ourselves by playing certain games like this, playing with wrestling toys, and playing with each. You know what I'm saying? Playing games, creative memories, and that's what I think kids nowadays don't do.
No.
They don't appreciate like what's around them. You know what I mean? Because we didn't have like our families ain't rich, so we make we appreciated everything around us, and one of it was them giving us a game system. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't have that, we'll create games amongst ourselves.
Right. Or if you're fortunate enough to have board games in the house, shoot, Monopoly, the Game of Life, Battleship,
my favorite game, Connect 4.
Yeah, Connect 4 was awesome.
That got competitive.
And even you didn't even need to have a board. You could just have playing cards. You could play solitaire.
Real talk.
Poker, spades.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And heck, if you were like me, you were a fan of Uno.
So we can say wrestling definitely saved our life. It definitely saved mine.
Because look, we grew up in the harshest part of town. We grew up where a set called the Lows usually hung out at.
I grew up in the highs though.
Yeah, you grew up in the highs.
Yeah, Russell.
I'm from the Lows. Yeah. That's where Queen and that was at. Close to Fremont. You know what I'm saying? So there was tension between those two groups.
Because my block is right by Penn. That's considered the high end.
High end, yep.
That's where the trades used to be in front of the quick stop store.
Yes, sir.
Trades fuck with the highs,
And we had to be careful certain times of the day where we would want to go to that candy store.
We had to walk definitely in groups or having an adult with us, for sure. Even when the ice cream truck came around,
we never went by ourselves.
Because like the urban legend is like there was a dude walking around pretending to be ice cream man, and used to terrorize kids and shit, so we couldn't go by ourselves to the
did I just DDT him on that chair? Anyway,
I ain't played this game in a minute, so y'all gotta give me a minute. Okay. I'm the Undertaker.
Yeah, I'm the Rock. X is the pick of weapons. Dang, he just threw me. How do I lead a ring? Okay, that's
you John.
No, I'm not Cena. I'm the Rock.
Cool.
I'm the Rock.
Back.
Okay, B is the strike.
My bad. I was trying to get Kurt Angle.
Nah, you good.
So growing up, who was your favorite wrestler growing up, and why?
All right, I have two big ones. I have a whole list of 25, but I'm gonna give you two big ones. I'm gonna be honest. Jeff Hardy got me into wrestling. Jeff Hardy definitely got me into wrestling. And here's why. His style, his ability to do whatever it takes to make sure we are entertained. It's just, and on top of that, his overall vibe. He was just a unique breed of person. Nice DDT.
Thank you. Getting back in the groove of things.
I obviously don't have no finishers yet. I even forgot how to pin, so it's been a minute since I played the GameCube once. But anyway, how do I pick you up? Ooh, I'm beating the shit out of him. But yeah, man, Jeff Hardy got me into wrestling, but there was one man that made me stay.
Who's that?
The man I'm playing as right now. Because Jeff Hardy was probably the first match I ever saw in wrestling was probably him versus who was it? I think it was him versus one of the Dudley boys, I think. Yeah, he kicked me off. And then the main event was The Rock, but I saw him do a promo on somebody. Where he would say all his catchphrases like, The Rock's gonna take your CD, dust it off, draw it real nice, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up your candy ass, or something like that. And that's what made me get in. That's what made me stay. It was the promos. It was not only that, but the moves actually looked devastating. They actually looked like they hurt. Like you couldn't tell that they were being too safe at the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got his finisher. I gotta look out. Freak. Oh, he got me out the ring. Okay, is there any way I can... Come here.
How you get out the ring?
I forgot.
Oh, here we go.
How do you do that? How'd you do that? It's been a while.
I forgot. I just pushed random buttons.
Okay.
Well, how I got into wrestling, me and my older brother DeMarcus was flicking through the channels. Because at that time, we didn't have remotes. We had to go up to the actual TV and change the channel by hand.
Yeah.
So I came across The Rock. It was on SmackDown. It was gotta be the very first SmackDown. It was him cutting a promo against Triple H.
Yeah.
And the way he was insulting Triple H, it was just funny to me. But I was 5 years old. This had to be 1999.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was saying, but it just sounded funny. So that's when I got like hooked, because of The Rock. And I did not understand what he was saying. Once again, I was only 5 years old, but it just sounded funny.
Oh, I activated my move.
It just sounded funny. So ever since then, I've been hooked. So thanks to The Rock. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of the best, probably arguably the greatest wrestler of all time.
He definitely deserves a mention, if not already.
Some say, Ric Flair. Some say Undertaker. I can see why they'll say them.
I got an attack? Wow.
Like, I can see why they'll say them because they've been around longer. And The Rock, he's been there for 10 years and he went to go, or 7 years or whatever, then he went to go act.
Yeah.
But, man, The Rock is just, it's just everything a wrestler is, as far as like entertainment, looks, personality, skill-wise, charisma. You got to go with him.
Right. Oh, before we move on to the next game in our list, we gotta tell people about how dope Revenge Mode was.
Oh man!
I'm telling you, the storyline is this: Vince. This is kayfabe, because kayfabe is the term they use for storytelling in pro wrestling, right? So, Vince kayfabe fires you, and Stephanie McMahon basically brings you back and pretty much lets you tear down his ultimate creation, which is WrestleMania. Only to leading up at the big event, you taking him on at WrestleMania. Now, obviously, it's not a main event because it wasn't for the world belt.
Right.
But it was one of those storyline matches you could play in. You know what I'm saying? The only storyline match that you could play in for this game. Now, through Revenge Mode, you could unlock everything, depending on how well you did and how much cash you earned from how well you destroyed everything. And how many security officers and builders you eliminated, man.
Man, truth be told, man, going over to your house, on the north side, we always play this upstairs in your brother's room, and then you coming up to my house, we always play this game. Just certain games just always have a chapter in my life where it just takes me back. And this is one of them, man, because we always play this game from sunrise to sunset.
This WrestleMania that this is named after, in my opinion, some of y'all not going to like it, and that's fine. In my opinion, the WrestleMania that this game is named after is the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
I gotta say WrestleMania 20 or 28.
20 or 28. I mean, I could argue for those two, but in my opinion, this card this year, and we're gonna get to ranking the WrestleMania too. Don't worry, that's another video coming soon. This card, it may have not looked like it was gonna deliver, but it delivered. No bad matches were on this card.
None.
You had Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight Championship. One of the best openers, in my opinion. One of the best. Because you had heel Matt Hardy winning it in the most heel way by grabbing the ropes, right? Oh, by the way, Rey Mysterio was costumed as Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? Because the movie came out that same year. And then you had Undertaker beat Big Show and A-Train. Everybody likes to shit on this match, but I like it because it was SmackDown worthy. It was SmackDown worthy.
Why they shit on it for?
They felt like it was some of the pacing of the moves was too slow.
I mean, you got 3 big niggas in the motherfucking ring. What do you expect? Like,
exactly. And Undertaker is agile for his size.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, Big Show. When have you ever seen Big Show move fast?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Furthermore, the ring psychology, and there was a spot before the match even started where A-Train spits on the Undertaker's bike.
Man, that man, because everybody knew how Undertaker was about his bike. So of course, like, come on, you spit on the dead man's bike. Right. That's like the most.
That's your ass.
Come on, man.
That's your ass. Yeah, man. Another story heading into the match is that he was supposed to be in a tag team match with his protege Nathan Jones, but
he got attacked.
He was too green, and they pretty much wrote him off by saying, "All right, we're gonna have him get attacked on Sunday Night Heat." And so that way he can't be in the match. But he would later interfere.
He was too green. Like, I don't even remember him when he went to Survivor Series 03 when he was tag team up with like Brock Lesnar and all that. I don't remember, dude. And, he did the move with Stone Cold. What's it called? Yeah. But other than that, I don't. Some people ain't got the juice.
And then what was match 3? Oh, one of the best women's title matches, triple threat: Trish, Victoria, Jazz. Great women's match. Great women's titles match. I like the spot where Stevie Richards tries to hit Trish with the chair and it bounces off the ropes and hits him in his head, and then Trish does the Stratisfaction on him.
Like, I get it. Like, WrestleMania 19 got that vibe. WrestleMania 20 had more matches, but But I'll say the most disappointing match is Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, that was a stinker.
Then you had like the Divas, all that. That was trash.
Yeah. The evening gown match.
Yeah, that was trash.
That was pretty bad. So it was a piss break.
So as far as like blow for matches, I think WrestleMania 19 got that. And WrestleMania 20 had that vibe though.
Yeah, like you knew that you were in the ruthless aggression era when you were at WrestleMania 20. 19 just signified the death of attitude.
And then when the Undertaker came back, bro, I had nightmares.
When he was the dead man?
I had nightmares. I had literally I had nightmares, bro. The very next night I had nightmares. And then when never mind. I ain't even gonna say it because I don't get dude credit.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I ain't gonna get no dude.
We're gonna move on to the next game on our list, which is WWE Day of Reckoning. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, we back, y'all. We're playing WWE Day of Reckoning. So you say it's between 20 and 28 for best WrestleMania because 28 had a cold main event.
I'm gonna tell you why, man. They always like say what would happen if Ali faces Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yep.
You got The Rock versus John Cena. You always saw that in video games. Literally, you had the biggest superstar, one of the biggest superstar in the Attitude Era versus the biggest superstar in ruthless aggression. You don't see that.
No,
you just don't see that. And there was some history behind that. There was some smoke behind that.
Yeah, that's still to this day like my favorite wrestling rivalry of all time. Like that's the best because they had literal smoke. They had literal problems with each other.
And that was the only match, bro, where I sat and I ain't say a word. I just sat and
just witnessed the greatness.
Literally, I just couldn't believe it.
And man, boy, did it deliver. And I'm glad it did because
it did.
Dog.
It did.
The previous WrestleMania? Oh my freaking god. Like the one before that one?
Trash.
Dookie.
Trash.
Oh.
Trash.
But I will give that WrestleMania credit. It was the only one I know that was used to set up a main event for another WrestleMania. I thought that was
even WrestleMania 29 was
29 was mediocre.
I'm not gonna front, bro. After WrestleMania 28, that's when it got. I haven't been keeping up with it, honestly.
Yeah, it just wasn't the same. It's that when late PG into this reality era that we're in now, when that came around, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That's when I'll still watch the product, but it just doesn't feel the absolute same anymore. You
know who to blame for that though, right?
Vince?
Nah, dude, Benoit.
Chris Benoit. So Chris Benoit killed wrestling.
I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because before Benoit, there's already been like this negative stigma about wrestling. Oh, they help wrestlers get put on steroids. Oh, it's too graphic for the kids. Oh, like you heard stories how people did moves on people and they die.
Yep.
So Vince was already getting like bad stigma. You know what I'm saying about like he was already getting like bad. He didn't have a good reputation. He had a reputation. Steroids and all that. So that was already on his heels in the beginning. So when Chris Benoit did what he did, Chris Benoit's dad was blaming Vince for not protecting the superstars. Get hit in the head too many times, and I guess he went ballistic. So Vince is like, you know what, man, I've taken because remember when he went on trial, like remember when him and Hogan had a little thing, you know what I'm saying? So he already had, stuff going on. So when Chris Benoit did what he did, he just put a lot, bruh. That I don't know if you could recall like the coverage and all that stuff, bruh. They took some heat. They took some heat, and Chris Benoit went crazy and Vince have had a reputation of not protecting the superstars, but the chair shots and all that. So they did like his brain,
CTE,
yeah. So they blamed like chair shots. So that's why you don't see them.
They got ball body. Look at that shit.
And she from Minnesota, not Minneapolis, but she's from Minnesota. And they took away chair shots because get hit in the head. they had no more blood. So I guess you can say
there's also certain moves that they banned too.
Yep. So
pile drivers are banned unless you're Undertaker. And
so I guess you can say that Chris Benoit helped the PG era come about.
I would argue that it was already on the way because of the drug use. You know what I'm saying? Because the wellness policy got revamped shortly after Eddie's death.
Because it wasn't as strict as it should have been.
No, it wasn't. Something TNA should have learned from in 2011.
TNA died because they went at them way too soon. Thanks to Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Because they had a lot of momentum. But there's levels.
Right.
There's levels.
Yeah, there's certain things you can't do.
I understand that 50 Cent did what he did with Ja Rule, but that's not with every situation. Sometimes you gotta play your part.
Right.
You gotta play your part.
You ever heard of the saying term "strike while the iron is hot"?
And that's what they tried to do.
The iron was not that hot.
It was not hot because they had like the Main Event Mafia and all that. Like they had Jeff Hardy. They had AJ Styles. Like they had some good hitters, but it's like, bruh, you going up against Pete. Like, bruh, they had Smoke with, what was Vern Gagne's wrestling promotion? AWA? Yeah, AWA. I think that's what it's called, right?
NWA.
Yeah, NWA. That was Vern Gagne and Greg Gagne and stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. They went out with them, bought them out of business, right?
Yeah.
And then their biggest was WCW, where a lot of people almost had them out of there because they were losing ratings.
They definitely was.
They were losing ratings.
Definitely was.
They survived that and bought them out of business. They bought ECW out of business. Yep. So this company is known to buy
out the competition.
And TNA, y'all did it way too soon. Y'all did it way too soon.
Yeah.
So that's why they died, bro. Because man, the minute they start doing that, they brought back Bret the Hitman Hart and all type. Bruh. Who would have thought Bret Hart would ever come back?
Right.
So they went at them hard.
Right.
They didn't take the AW. I said well no.
What's the
is it AWE? What's the new one on
AEW?
Okay, they ain't taking their approach because they kind of sending subliminal shots right now. Yeah. But I don't know, like I would
say blatant when CM Punk is on your roster.
They got some potential to like
smoke WWE.
Man, because it's like they don't. See, look, when TNA was going at it with them, they still had John Cena and they still had Batista, Triple H. They ain't got that no more, bro. So
the only thing that's keeping WWE standing is Roman Reigns right now.
And people don't like him like that. I don't know why.
Actually, a lot of people are now because they actually decided to turn him heel.
Like, bro, because everybody was treating him like how they treated John Cena. It's like, bro, y'all better appreciate.
When he was a face.
It's like, bro, y'all gotta appreciate people, man. Like, that's your problem, man. Like, y'all don't appreciate people till they're gone. Now, y'all can't wait to see John Cena now.
Right.
Y'all gotta appreciate people, man, because these dudes.
I think it's because that John Cena had not that I necessarily agree, but he had a reputation that he was very in town.
I heard that, but I'm also hearing that he was a cool dude. So I'm hearing like both. I don't really know.
My thing is, around the time you quit watching wrestling, I still was around. He helped get a lot of the new guys over.
He shitted on Roman Reigns on that promo though. That
the one. Are you talking about the one where you forgot his lines?
He was saw that. He was like, "This the part." He was like, "Shut up, Cena."
It's called a promo, son. If you want to be the big dog, you better have to learn how to do it.
That boy said, "I'm here because y'all can't do y'all shit right."
Like, woo! Shit. And then he was like, "You're nothing but a corporate created John Cena bootleg." I'm like, oh!
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He shitted on, bro. That is the.
And then he said this. The best way to end this promo, he was like, "I could stand here and do this part time way better than you could ever do it full time."
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That was drop the mic. Like, he sunned him, bro. He sunned him. I'm not gonna front. That was woo. But I'm not gonna lie. The greatest, bro. The Rock owned John Cena in the trash talking, bro. He owned him.
Yeah, like it took him until where he exposed The Rock for having notes for his promo written on.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit was cold. Like you can tell The Rock was pissed off. Like, fam, what the fuck? He was pissed off at him, dude. Cause it's like, bro, like you can tell, but he was like, all right, John, you do this all the time. You come in here, run your mouth, and walk away with fast lip. Like he was like, his feathers was definitely ruffled, bro. He wanted to do something. Like you can tell, like. You can tell The Rock and John Cena came super duper close to, like, you know, blows and shit. Like,
for real.
You can tell, bro. Like, these two had smoke. Like, but I'm okay. In that moment, I saw where John Cena was coming from, because it's like, bro, we want to see The Rock. Like, selfishly, we want to see The Rock in wrestling, but it's like, bro, he's not obligated to just be a wrestler. Like, he can be whatever he wants to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
tandem suplex. Let's go. Yup, I'm hurt.
Oh my bad. This Fatal 4-Way?
Yup.
Oh, okay, alright. But you know, but the thing is, John Cena is doing the same thing The Rock did. So, and he like, bro, he was like, if you call me hypocrite because of that, that's true, because what I'm criticizing The Rock about is what I'm doing. Facts, and he is. So
at least he owned up to it.
Yeah, he did. I'll give him that. I'm not gonna lie. I will give him that. Okay, I'll definitely give him that. But okay, out of all your video games, out of all the wrestling games, which one had your favorite like soundtrack on it? Like your favorite songs and shit.
That's a hard one, because it's a three-way tie. It's a three-way tie.
Yeah.
It's a three-way tie. It's between, well, this game and SVR. The first SVR have the same soundtrack, so it's between this one, SVR 06's. And SVR 07s for number one, and then like the grade below that is WrestleMania 19 / Here Comes the Pain's soundtrack.
Yeah, because the Riggin' 2 ain't had no soundtrack. It just had like the same instrumental.
Generic ass shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Dang, you reversed my Irish. What?
I didn't like that at all. The Riggin' 2 could. I mean, I like the game, but they could have done better with the soundtrack. No cap.
Yeah, hit with this table, boy.
You say with the table. Right.
I would also give I'll give some nods to SVR 09 and 10 soundtrack, even though it was full of wrestlers theme songs, almost hardly any originals. I'm gonna bust your buns with this table. Yeah.
Why you looking at me? Fuck.
You're a Cena. I'm been the one that's whooping your ass.
Damn, he knocked me out the ring. Damn.
Now this is the only game. These are the only games where you can take off Kurt Angle straps when you do a special. Angle slam, angle slam, angle slam. Can we get the ankle lock? No, we can't. Oh, come on.
Oh, my bad. I want to get Johnson because he hit me.
Okay. I'll switch to triple then. Oh, he already got me. But yeah, that's a fun fact for y'all. This is the only game. Well, not just their reckoning, but the GameCube series in general. It's the only series in general where you can take off Kurt Angle straps, and the other games you really can't.
I have to say my favorite one that has a soundtrack was SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
Yeah, 07 with Ghostface Killer on it and Money in the Bank.
That was cold.
And my favorite song on there is Bullet with a Name on It by 9 Point. Bullet with a name on it. Bullet with a name. Oh, that was you. Good dub. The Rock wins in both of the GameCube ones. Alright,
yeah, I have to say 2007 was my favorite soundtrack.
True. What would you put behind it?
My favorite soundtrack game.
Yeah. So you had 07 at 1.
My second one. I ain't gonna lie, Dead Reckoning 1 got that vibe too.
Yeah, slash SVR one, the first SVR.
My favorite song of this is Can't Stop.
Oh, Can't Stop. Yeah. Yep. Anyways, we'll be back when we go to the PS2 era with SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. We back at it with SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Guys, I want you all to pay attention to one of the most iconic intros in wrestling you'll ever see. Like, dog, this is when SmackDown used to be on Thursdays. See, the only real ones will remember. Long before Impact took its hamster ass to Thursday.
Man, Thursday night, Friday night.
The beautiful people.
Thursday night SmackDown definitely had some good memories. They didn't turn it to Friday night until like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
Thursday night was definitely good, man. Definitely legit. And like you said, man, only real ones with no certain facts, you know what I mean? And honestly, bro, did you like it when it was Thursday or Friday night?
I preferred Thursday because you get it sooner in the week. But, you know, not saying Friday night didn't have some good memories. And, bro, the SmackDown Fist.
Man.
The SmackDown Fist.
Man. But Friday was cool because, like, that's a symbol of, like, man, like, I ain't got to get up for school the very next morning. I can stay up and watch this. I ain't got to go to bed. So I guess if you look at it like that, then it was a blessing. But I ain't gonna lie, like Thursday night just remind you of Friday, like you know what I mean. Thursday night has some great memories. Friday night has some great memories as well, but Thursday has some more good memories. But you know, it kind of depends on the actual person or how they feel. But Thursday night was definitely legit, man. Like that was when wrestling was wrestling, man. Like you couldn't afford to miss it. It was must see TV, bro. Just the theme of it, the wrestlers, the time, 7 to 9 o'clock, man. Woo.
Yeah.
You hate commercial breaks. All that, man.
You couldn't live without it.
Couldn't live without it, man. I'm glad I lived with it, man. You just had to be there to watch it, man. It's like it's different from watching it on network. Like you can just go back in time and watch it, but if you watch it live,
like you couldn't afford to miss a damn thing. Because you and God help your soul if you have friends that watch wrestling and they caught up on it while you missed it.
It's kind of like Jordan fans would be like, you had to watch it live. It's different from watching it on highlights. That's how I feel about this. You just had to be there just to follow up on the storyline. Like a lot of y'all watch the network and go back and learn your history, but you had to. That's why they have storylines. Like you see why things develop the way they develop. Right. And back then they had great Man, you just had to be there, man. You just had to be there. I feel so bad for y'all that watch wrestling now compared to back then. You definitely missed out, bro.
Oh yeah, you definitely
missed out, bro. You definitely missed out.
Is there anyone in particular you won this match or no?
Hey, this your channel. Go ahead and do what it do.
All right, same message. I get it. Alright, I'm gonna throw Billy Gunn in here, cause Billy Gunn, I'm gonna say something that's real controversial. I actually liked him and Chuck's theme song, okay, for at least the first couple seconds of it. You look so good to me.
Theme song back then was way better than now too.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Because Jim Johnston, who produced it, and dog, WWE used to put out albums.
They did.
Not only Superstars original things, but some of their original music. Like even Trish Stratus had a song on one of those albums.
I bought one that came out in 2006. It was one when Dude had the guitar.
Yeah.
I bought that. Yeah.
I think you had the 04 one with John Cena with his hat to the back on. You didn't have that one?
I bought the John Cena album. Like you can't see the album.
Good listen, by the way. It was a good listen.
But I've never bought. I never bought the other. What do you call that back in the day when they put all the wrestling theme songs on the same CD?
WWF the music.
Yeah, I didn't. I just bought one of it. That was 2006. Facts about life. That was my birthday gift. I think my aunt Bunny bought me that. God rest her soul.
Shout out Tizzle.
If I'm not mistaken, I think she bought that for me.
That's what's up.
Now, who won this match?
So I picked
Stone. I picked Stone Cold.
Yeah, you picked Stone Cold. I picked Jeff Hardy. And our opponents are Kurt Angle, the Hurricane, Chris Benoit, and Billy Gunn. Now,
a lot of people, right? We got to talk about this on camera, man. So, how you feel about Chris Benoit, man?
I'm gonna say one thing. Whenever I speak of him, I speak of Benoit the wrestler and Benoit the character. I do not speak on Benoit the person because I have too many conflicting feelings about him, considering his story. You know what I'm saying? When I speak of him in good light, just know I'm only speaking of him as the wrestler. In the ring, he was one of the most toughest, roughest sons of guns that you could ever get in the ring with. Ask Kurt Angle. Ask MVP, who he helped put over as the United States champion. In my opinion, Benoit and MVP are two of the greatest United States champions in the title's history under the WWE banner. Mm-hmm. You know, and Benoit, in my opinion, is also one of the best Royal Rumble winners ever. So, you know, I can't knock how great of a career he had and how fluorescent he was in the ring. Now, my only issue with him, as far as his professionalism goes, is that he could have been a lot better on the mic than what he was. Mm-hmm. Not saying he was garbage, but he didn't say things that made you go, ooh, like, you know, you really felt him. Except for, you know, his push into the floor where he was like, for 10 years I fought to be the best. Like, you felt his aggression. Mm-hmm. But the only things I remember apart from that is when he made that joke about how fast it took him to beat Orlando Jordan at SummerSlam 04. You're like, well, time that match with how long it takes me to take a pee, or time that match with how long it me takes to get a coffee break. You know what I'm saying? Or that one time where he was general manager of Raw because his team won in Survivor Series the previous night. He was like, I've decided that for tonight's Raw, it will be Batista going one-on-one, mano-mano with Y2J, Chris Jericho. And then he said, Lita. Now, this is before the Matt Hardy situation. Lita. Lovely Lita. She wanted to go against Molly Holly and Trish Stratus. So I decided that a women's title be defended tonight in a triple threat match. And if you don't notice, high above the ring, I'm going one-on-one with Triple H for the world title. Yeah, other than that, I don't remember too many mic moments from the guy, but him as a person, I got too many conflicting feelings to even say anything. But as a professional, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. He was one of the best of all time. He's in my 25 favorite wrestlers list. He's positioned somewhere in the middle of 13th.
Shit, I'm gonna give you straight up. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why. Because somebody said it the best, man. He had a choice to live, and not his son or his wife. At the end of the day, man, once you harbor children, bro, kids is off limits. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, in the ring, he definitely did his thing, but nah. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it hit different with me. Mm-hmm. You can be the most talented person in the world, man, but if you do something I don't like, I ain't messing with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't messing with it, man, because at the end of the day, man, like, a kid is harmless. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've watched the Dark Side. I watched that episode. That episode had me crying. Me too. Me and Doug watched that together. You know, that had me crying because I knew how much Eddie Guerrero meant to Chris Benoit.
Yeah, but I loved him like a brother, dude.
But I didn't know that him and his wife had problems. You know, they've been having problems. Like it's not just one day he just snapped. Like they've been had it was a build up. Yep. Like they had arguments and all type of stuff. You know. And then, of course, when Eddie passed away, he wasn't the same. But at the end of the day, man, like let's be real, bro. On some real ish. This family, our family, not to get personal, but we lost people that we love and we care about, that we hold deep into our heart, that we hold deep to a higher standard. We ain't killing nobody though, because we miss them.
Right.
We keeping their name alive by being positive and doing what we have to do. We ain't just saying we love them because it sounds cliche.
Right.
You love somebody whether they're here or not, and you do to pretty much not disrespect them. You carry on what they want you to do. which is you do great because they live through us because we have the same blood. Right. You know, we ain't out here tripping and strangling people and all type of stuff, man. But not to get, look, I ain't trying to disrespect him because I know he still have a son that's out here living. He has family out here that's still living. But I'm just saying, you know, on some real ish, man, on a real man type of time, kids is off limits, B.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Kids is off limits, and at the end of the day,
oh, it's working.
His kid had nothing to do with nothing his wife had going on. You know what I'm saying? And when it's all said and done, of course, like, you know, rest in peace, Nancy, and his son name is Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Daniel. But as far as like Chris Benoit, man, he lost all my respect. And like I said, I know people that they're not gonna like that because they look at him as a fan. But at the end of the day, bro, just because you're a fan of somebody, that don't mean you can't hold them accountable for what they did. You gotta hold people accountable because that's how you love them. Like when you love somebody, you hold them accountable of what they did.
And I'll give you a good example of this. R. Kelly, bro.
You gotta hold him accountable.
As much as I respect him as a musician, as an R&B artist, some of the greatest R&B albums of all time came under his feet. Not even going front. I'm gonna name some of them all. TP2.com, which is my favorite. That has my song I Wish. That helped me get over my grandma passed away. Both of them.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
It hit different.
Shoot, Chocolate Factory that had his 2003 hit Ignition.
Bro, how many times our family played at family functions and, you know, weddings and all that, bro? Like, he did his thing. Like, man, like, that's why people hold him, you know, they don't want to let that go because of personal, selfish reasons. Like, he's an entertainer, and you know he makes good songs. But at the end of the day, what about the victims though? Right. Like, they don't matter. Like, they keep saying protect black queens, but every time we do, this dude get the pass because he's talented. They're lying, they're blaming the parents. At the end of the day, we understand that kids run off. You know what I'm saying? Kids run off, and they do stuff they have no business doing. So it's like, kids can't be watched 24/7 at the end of the day. Like, did your mom and dad watch you 24/7? No. They had to go to work. So when you go to work and all that, you can't watch your kids because you got to go pay the bills. So they're not going to always be around. So who to say when the parents are at work, they didn't run off? So it's like you can't always look for like leeway for people in select politics. You have to hold people accountable. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. If you like them, you have to hold them accountable. You know? Because humans make mistakes. Celebrities make mistakes. Politicians make mistakes. Musicians make mistakes. Wrestlers make mistakes. Right. So just because you like them, that don't mean don't hold them accountable. Hold them accountable.
I bet you, and I'm about to get real hairy. I bet you there's still people out there supporting freaking, who was that? Who was that president that said that on that camera and lied? Was that Bill Clinton? Where he said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, but it turned out that he was having oral sex with, who was it? Monica Lewinsky?
See? Hold him accountable, bro. Hold him accountable. You step out on your wife. That's not cool, because you took oath. You know what I'm saying?
And you lied.
What happens if you lie on the oath in the courtroom? You go to jail, right?
Yep. He should have went to jail.
And you lie under the oath of God. Yep. When you said you honor your wife, you cherish your wife, you do this, you know what I'm saying? You lied. So you gotta hold homie accountable, man. Period, point blank. It doesn't matter if y'all best friend, and that's what's going on, and not just in our community, but in people in general. Don't hold people accountable because they're just scared because of what they can provide for them. They don't want to ruin that.
Right.
So they don't hold nobody accountable, and I'm just not with that. I'm just not with that.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? I'm just not with that. I hold people accountable whether they like it or not. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like you did wrong, I'm gonna tell you did wrong. I'm not gonna be rude with it. Like, I'm not gonna be disrespectful with it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you straight up. You wrong. You wrong. And that's what you do when you really care about somebody. You don't like this. This how you know your homies care about you. When they tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a lot of people have a bunch of yes men around them because they can provide them a life that they can provide for themselves, and I'm just not with that.
Right.
I'm with holding people accountable, especially your right hand man.
And you know, when you want to know why I'll never be a yes man, it's because being a yes man is equivalent to being an enabler.
I'm telling you, real talk. Talk to him, man.
And if I'm look, family or not family, man. You done something wrong. I'm going to call you out on it, man. And man, like, look, man.
Whether you like it or not.
What you're doing is not right. You know what I'm saying?
And you do that when you care about somebody. You tell them straight up, hey, fam, like you tell them instead of lying to them.
And think about it. People lie to spare people's feelings, right?
Facts.
People lie to spare people's feelings, right?
Facts.
But my thing is, why would you care? Do you care more about how that person feels, or how that person's future is going to be affected because you told them?
I'm telling you, man.
Because lies keep people in ignorance.
They're not
and there is no, I don't give a fuck where you come from or how many times you've listened to Kendrick Lamar. There is no bliss in ignorance. So sometimes what you don't know can and will hurt you.
I'm telling you, man. And then what you do know and you still do it, it's gonna hurt you regardless.
Yep.
You know, so why not take heed? Because people feel like, oh, you're dissing me or you're hating.
Right.
You know, they're not looking at, oh, you know what, you looking out for me, man. I appreciate that. Because you didn't have to say anything. You could just let me just ruin my future. You know?
Right. And it could even be over small shit. Like one time I was arguing on social media with somebody because I thought I went to the Mall of America around when I was in 9th grade on a field trip, and they had, you know how the Microsoft store be having Xboxes in there and you be playing video games and shit. I was in there playing NBA Live 14, and I thought the game was ass. I thought the game was ass. For real. Like the graphics are horrible. The jerseys look like they've just been straight out of a freaking dryer. Everybody's models looks the same, shoots the same. No, there's no authenticity. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything that 2K has over live, it's that authenticity. Like when I feel like when I use players, I feel like I use players. I put on a review on that shit online. I shared it to a basketball group on Facebook. I shared that to a 2K group, man. The 2K group was on my side because I was pro 2K, but the basketball group and my general like public feed posts, because you know around this time my profile was public. Now it's just friends only. When my shit was public, bro, not gonna lie, I got guns drawn out on me. Well, social media guns.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, who shit?
I got social media guns drawn out on me. Saying that Live 14 was garbage. Because I'm like, saying that Live 14 wasn't garbage. I'm like, dog, I feel sluggish playing this.
Wait. That was the year where they brought it back?
Yup.
Oh, that shit was trash.
Kyrie Irving was on the cover.
Trash, bro. Sean bought that. That was trash, bro.
That was ass. That game ass as hell.
That was trash.
Still ass.
That was trash. The graphics was terrible. It looks like
the animations are slow.
Like the graphic looked like the early games in 2000s, bro. It looked terrible.
If you compare Live 10's footage with gameplay from Live 14, you'll notice that they look exactly the same.
Trash.
And this is and Live 14 is supposed to be a PS4 exclusive, not a PS3 game.
Trash.
And they still look exactly identical.
Trash.
I got at them on this. And furthermore, when I looked at the trailer, I knew this shit was gonna be whack because they didn't show no defense. All they showed was offense and dribbling. That's it. They didn't show no defense. You cannot play defense on that game. It was score away.
That it should not be a debate. Like, bro, if people ain't blind, then they definitely know that was definitely whack, bro. That was definitely trash. I don't know.
People are such live fanboys from your generation and my dad's generation. They came at my throat in the basketball community. They were like, "Oh, you're just a hater. You don't appreciate live what it is." Nah, live is not now what it is back then.
Live ain't live no more.
Live was not live no more.
Even Sean said that was trash. I was there when he bought it and he played the game. He was like, "What the hell is this?" It was definitely trash.
It was garbage.
It was definitely trash.
It was garbage.
It was trash. And on top of that, why get mad? It's your opinion.
Exactly. Like, just because I don't like something, and I'm not afraid to tell the truth on shit either. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean you have to get all in your feelings about why I don't like it.
It's a video game, bro.
It's a video game. People getting their feelings over the smallest shit.
People are just sensitive, bro.
Rant is going to continue when we pop in Here Comes the Pain, which is one of the arguable GOAT wrestling games. Holla back at y'all in a minute. Oh crap, missed the button. 3, 2, 1, record. Alright, we back at it, y'all. We were back at it with the Here Comes the Pain. I didn't want y'all to miss the epic intro, man. It brings back good memories, but not bad memories like NBA Live 14.
Bro, the thing is, like, y'all gotta stop getting mad at people's opinions, bro. It's his opinion for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And you know what else people got mad at me for on Facebook? People got mad because I criticized the remake of Ghostbusters when it came out in 2016. Because they said they wrote at me in the comments saying you're bashing this because women are casting it. I'm like, I didn't give a fuck if women were casting it. The movie's just not good,
bro. It's your opinion. Why get mad at somebody's opinion? You're not disrespecting women as far as like indirectly, you just think that it was, bro. People are allowed to have a different opinions. Like, what the hell?
If I think this shit is whack, I'm gonna call that shit out.
That's like saying people think shut your mouth is better. Here comes the pain.
I'm not gonna get mad at you if you think that. Because shut your mouth is a good game, bro. Look, what I will get mad is if you say WWE 2K15 is better. That's where I get mad.
Like y'all gotta stop getting so mad at somebody's opinions, bro. Like, it's your opinion. We're all different people at the end of the day. Unless you like being disrespectful, like putting all somebody, like disrespecting women in general by putting them in the same category. No, you're not doing that. You're just saying that particular movie or game or whatever was trash.
Exactly.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
Just like I think this is the best intro in game in
SmackDown history.
Yeah.
Some people might disagree, and that's okay.
It's cool, but you just had to beat her. That's why I said what I said. Because you just had to beat her. Some of y'all wasn't even born when this came out.
Some of y'all wasn't.
Some of y'all was born in 07, bro.
Right.
Y'all missed out.
All of y'all high schoolers now, you didn't see this.
Y'all missed out, bro. Y'all didn't get to see Eddie Guerrero wrestle live.
No.
On TV.
You didn't see. You know it's one of the best SmackDown episodes ever, bro?
Tell me, man.
After the Royal Rumble.
Which year?
2004, when Benoit won it and he went to Raw. The very same week on SmackDown. What you know what Paul Heyman do? He's like, we're gonna have a 15-man Royal Rumble right here on SmackDown. And guess who wins it? Eddie freaking Guerrero. And he went to No Way Out. And you know what happened at No Way Out that year, right? One of the greatest WWE Championship victories of all time.
You know what? Rest in peace, Eddie. I don't think I think I told you, but the people gotta understand this. Judgment Day 2005. I was supposed to be there. Yep. And that particular event, it was going to be Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, JBL versus Johnson in the I Quit match. I missed out on all of that because my dad changed his mind about taking me. I was supposed to be there that day. I was supposed to be there, but I didn't get to see. I was going to see Eddie Guerrero live, bro. Live. I never got, and then the crazy, ironic thing about that is he died here.
I know.
Ain't that crazy?
Weren't you supposed to be at that SmackDown too?
Nope. I didn't realize he was here until like I got older. I didn't realize it was here. That he died here. I didn't realize it. I personally didn't realize it until I got older. Then I put two and two together. But
when the news report came, I had been downtown a few times because my dentist used to be down there. When the report came that he died, and I saw like the scale line of downtown, I'm like, wait a minute, he died here.
But I was crying the whole day. I'm not gonna lie, I've never cried over a celebrity that I never knew before in my life, but I cried when Eddie died, bro. Like I said, you had to be there to watch the memories and watch what he produced in the ring. And watch how every time he came out there, he gave 110%. And the fact that he represented the little man of the WCW. Like, he represented speed and technicality. You know, a lot of people, like, they look at strength and muscles and all that. He represent the little man. Like, he paved the way for, like, people like 5'9" or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
and he also, you know what I'm saying, him alongside Rey Mysterio made luchador wrestling popular again, luchador style.
And his family just both Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero families both had, you know, history in wrestling in general. You know what I mean? So Eddie, man, he made a lot, man. So. And like he beat his addiction, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was did what was it, perks and heroin or something like that?
Yeah, you just alcohol. You just had to be there, bro. You just had to be there. So if you were born in 06, 07 and further beyond, you really missed out, bro.
Yes, you did.
You really missed out, man. You
really did miss.
And I feel bad for y'all, man, because y'all can never go. Y'all, your only way to go back is watching like Peacock. Peacock. That's it.
And then you go to your favorite wrestling YouTubers, YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you all about it in short. Like it's one thing to actually experience. Dog, look. I was at home because we ain't having the money to go to Raw. When Raw was up here in March 2012, before WrestleMania 28. It was right after the Elimination Chamber event ended. Dog. John Cena came out and cut his infamous promo on Eve Torres where he said, "I lost a broski for a hoski." I went ballistic when he said that. Dog. I even remember back in 2009 when Randy Orton pretty much ran Raw. When he got his head shaved on and he first became the Viper and was kicking people in the head.
And also facts, I've been to Raw, ECW, and SmackDown when they came here. What people don't know is sometimes, like back then, they recorded both shows in the same night. They just tape it differently. You know what I mean?
They just put it out on different days when it airs.
So I was there thanks to my my homie Samaj. He was my friend back then. Like we still cool now, but we not as close as back then. But his grandma provided us with tickets to watch that live. So I've seen it live, but I would have loved to see Eddie Guerrero live in person, man. That because when he wrestles, he tells a story, like a very great story, and I think that's what's missing right now is the storytelling.
In fact, man, I mean, some of it has come back a little bit in recent years, but it's not. It doesn't hit as hard.
It just don't hit.
Think about it. Eddie had a character where he lies and cheats and steals. Even up to his last match where he was a babyface going up against Miss Kennedy. He threw a chair at Miss Kennedy and played dead. Man, and the ref called the DQ.
He was supposed to be at Survivor Series. That still to this day is the most saddest deaths in wrestling history.
I agree. Everybody was crying. I've never seen people like Kurt Angle or Big Show cry. Ever.
I don't think. I mean, some people died when Chris Benoit died, but it didn't hit different. Like Eddie's hit different.
Eddie's hit different. Dog, Lillian Garcia was in tears too. Because like him, she's also a Latina.
You know what I'm saying? And Chris Benoit. Unfortunately, man, he's not talked about because of what he did, man. And I'm real talk.
Eddie's death affected him the most.
I honor that, man, because it's like, bro, you can't champion somebody who did something like that, man. That's just real, bro.
Right.
Like, I understand there's a lot of Chris Benoit fans out there, man, but like I said, your boy did wrong. So, unfortunately, man, of course, you can go back and relive his moments on the Peacock, but he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. That's just what it is. No. He's never going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right. And, bro, how many of you are, and think about which wrestler's death, you know what I'm saying, whatever, has ever hit as hard as Eddie Guerrero's? I haven't seen it yet.
Real talk, man.
I haven't seen it yet.
Real talk.
That's my makeshift Hulk Hogan because
I was about to say that motherfucker look like Salk Hogan.
Right.
Honestly, I don't like Hogan either, bro. Facts. He's a racist. A lot of them are racist.
We heard that audio. Ric Flair is one too, from what I heard.
Yeah, he is. He is, but now he ain't because he just with the Migos and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
he probably just saving face.
He probably ain't racist now, but he definitely have. I heard some stories, which I'm not surprised because wrestling is dominated by white, for years and years and years. So I'm not surprised.
But I'm proud of our advancement lately in this field because you've had several black WWE champions. Like
not enough.
The Rock, Biggie Langston, Kofi Kingston.
Not enough though. Like the list is short.
Bobby Lashley. I would count Booker T, but he won the world heavyweight. But he still counts.
He was. Remember when he was King Booker?
Yup. He world heavyweight.
Yeah.
At the expense of Rey Mysterio, which, in my opinion, Rey Mysterio deserved a much better title reign because they kept having him lose too many times.
Yeah, Mark Henry, but man, the fucking list is short, bro.
Yeah, Mark Henry, world heavyweight and ECW.
Compared to like white, you know what I'm saying? There's little bit of black. Little bit.
But part of that is also due to the fact that, some of the talent, ain't really all that great. You know what I'm saying? On our end, like,
I'm surprised Shelton Benjamin wasn't world champion, man, honestly.
The thing is with Shelton is the character work. R-Truth
or Crime Time wasn't tag team champions, bro.
Yeah, they should have been, and now they'll never be because Shad passed away, bro.
He saved it, man. He died a real nigga, man. Excuse my French, but he died, bruh. He saved his fucking kid, bro. Mm-hmm. A lot of fathers nowadays wouldn't do shit like that, bro. A lot of fathers not in their life. A lot of fathers are not in their kids' life.
A lot of them are uninvolved,
either by choice or by force. Or like the moms on bullshit. Like everybody's different. Everybody got different situations. But Shad, fam, he died a hero. You know what I mean? And his son should be proud, man, that his father risked his own life just to protect him. Even though it's sad, man, because of course you'd rather him be here, but man, life just happens, bro, unexpectedly. So for somebody to risk their own life so you can live yours, how can you not honor that, man? For real.
He died a true hero, bro.
He did, fam. He did. He definitely did. Facts. He definitely did.
DDT. So James, let's throw this into the conversation. So like, before we get to anything big, what are some of your favorite like regular wrestling moves that you would do? That you would experience, like some of your favorite basic wrestling moves. Mine will always be any form of suplex.
My favorite one that I did, or just watching other people do?
Watching other people do.
I'll say the frog splash. I'll say the rock bottom.
Oh, you're talking finishers. I was gonna ask you. Like we're talking about basic moves.
Basic moves. The jackhammer by Goldberg.
Those are finishers.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Shit.
Basic moves are like stuff like drop kicks and DDTs and you know what I'm saying, suplexes and power slams. You probably aren't all that savvy in that. And
okay.
I just got English.
All right. I'll say Shawn Michaels when you jump on the top rope and elbow you.
Driving elbows.
Yeah,
that's always a good one.
I like that one.
That's always a good one. I like Jeff Hardy's Whisper in the Wind too. Did you see the one? Do you remember the one where he was on the cage?
Rey Mysterio. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's usually like after he does the 619 though.
Oh shit! See, you can tell how not. See, you can tell how not been in the loop lately. You can just tell.
You better not angle slam me. Ah, dang.
Oh shit.
You good. Alrighty, so there's 4 types of finishers. There's the strike finishers, which is like a move where you just, you know, jaw somebody or you like kick somebody. There's the slam finishers, kind of like what Kane is doing right now with that power bomb. There's the submission finishers, and then there's the top rope finishers. If you had to pick which type from all 4 is the greatest of all time, which one would you pick for each one?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know.
For a slam finisher?
I don't know. Probably Last Ride or some shit.
For slam finisher, I probably would pick for a slam finisher. I would probably pick the Attitude Adjustment by John Cena.
Shit, let's say the FU, man. Fuck you.
You know what? No. Damn that. The F5 is way better.
It was more explosive.
F5 is way better, so I'm gonna say F5.
It was more explosive. But like the Last Ride, just like
you just had height.
Matter of fact, no. Back to your first question. A significant move, I'll say, when Taker grab your arm when he walk across the rope.
Oh, the old school.
That was cold. That was cold.
So yeah,
and then he had the Three Amigos.
Yup, Three Amigos.
That shit was cold.
Kurt Angle's quadruple of Germans.
Yup.
That was cold too. Triple H's spinning spine buster.
Yup. Oh damn, what the fuck?
Put you in a sharpshooter, Kurt. Yeah. Anyway, Kane's grabbing you.
Alright,
finishers, as far as...
I got a question for you.
Flying finishers, Swanton Bomb easily.
Got a question for you now.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit Kane.
Which superstar you never liked and you still don't like to this day?
I'm going to be honest with you. Some of y'all not going to like this. But one superstar that I'll never like. In fact, there's two of them in the same race, and their names are the Great Khali and Jinder Mahal. I never liked either of them.
Shit, I don't even know who Jinder Mahal is.
But yeah, man. I never liked the Great Khali. I always thought he sucked in the ring.
He was definitely trash.
Thank you. A lot of people would disagree with me.
He was just big. That's it. He was on the largest yard. He was just entertaining.
That was his big break, man.
Which I get, you know.
Yeah, man. Like, he just was garbage in the ring. Like, dog, they tried everything they could to get him over, and it just didn't work at all.
He was too damn tall, man.
And furthermore, he sucked at making other guys that were shorter than him look strong. That was one thing that Big Show and Andre the Giant had over him. You know what I'm saying? They make shorter guys look stronger. Great Khali does none of that at all. I still don't like Great Khali.
Shit. Oh, I'm no go ahead. You handle your business.
Oh, get my ass thrashed over here.
Oh, damn, my bad.
No, you good, you good. Shoot, you can take him out if you want, man. I'll let you get some chops in. I don't think you wrestled Kurt yet. I know I have. But yeah, that's one wrestler I never will like, is Great Khali. Hall of Fame or not.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
I think he is.
What do you, I mean, they'll put anybody in the Hall of Fame now, bro. And they put Snoop Dogg in the Hall of Fame? Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
He ain't no fucking legend in wrestling. He made some special appearances. What the hell? How is he a... Come on, man. Get out of here, bro. Snoop. Come on, man. Get out of here, bro. Snoop Dogg, bro. Come on. How you gonna put him in the Hall of Fame? He's not even a fucking wrestler, bro.
They're gonna put Cyndi Lauper in it.
Who the fuck is that?
Pop star from the 80s. That.
Wait. Show me that song. Good luck for you. Okay, that song with the Goonies and shit. Still, why the fuck she ain't no fucking wrestler? She's a musician. What the fuck?
She did compete though.
I don't recall. Where at when?
One of them old WrestleManias. I forgot which one.
So she competed one time and that makes you a legend? Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, bruh. That makes you a legend because you competed one time?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That don't make you no damn legend competing one damn time, bro.
That don't.
That don't make you no legend, bro. They putting it, man. Fuck all that, bro.
Yeah, they put anything.
In that case, why the fuck they put Eugene? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck they put Eugene in you know as a Hall of Famer then? Because he's the actual competitor.
Right. Shit. Anyway, they let anybody with a spine into the Hall of Fame these days.
Fuck all that, man.
Dang, you got me. I was in the red. Fucking Kurt Angle.
Let's get it, man.
But yeah,
I ain't. No, I don't agree with
yeah. My favorite flying finisher is the Swanton easily, because Jeff Hardy could just do it from about anywhere.
No disrespect, but they even put Shad that died.
They put him in there too.
No disrespect, bro. As far as like wrestling accolades, it's not Hall of Fame quality.
No, it isn't.
He died a hero. No disrespect. But if we're just talking strictly wrestling, y'all, don't put your feelings in this shit.
Right.
Don't put your feelings in this shit.
Right.
If we're just talking wrestling, he does not have the accolades, B. Him or JTG.
He's never been. They neither of them have ever even been United States or anything.
And like I said, they should have been the tag team champions when they fought at Unforgiven.
That was the perfect time to, but
they didn't do it.
They was trying to push Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase as a legitimate
I personally think Carton was better than them, honestly.
At that time, hell yeah. At that time,
I think so too.
Cody Rhodes eventually would get better, and Ted, he would retire eventually.
See, this is a bad comparison, but I'm gonna give you a good example. It's kind of like Kimbo Slice, right? Kimbo Slice, R.I.P. Kimbo Slice is an internet sensation, but his MMA accolades was
not match up.
It just don't. It's just not the like his stand-up game was not that good.
No,
his wrestling game was not that good. Like his stand-up game was alright because he's known to knock people out, but his wrestling game is.
Go watch the fight where he fought the dude with dreads in the street.
You know what I'm saying? But his last fight, bro, was the worst UFC fight. I mean, not UFC, but MMA fight of all time, bro. He got damn near tired. Like him and Dada 5000 or whatever. So I'm not saying that's compared to Crime Time. I'm just saying like their accolades to me doesn't match up as far as like Hall of Fame qualities. That's just my personal opinion. But that's no disrespect to the dead though. I'm just saying. But hey, we're just talking wrestling.
They let Jim Ross in the Hall of Fame, and he never wrestles damn near.
No.
I mean, he'll get in the ring.
The only difference is, bro, he's been around for years.
Right.
Decades, bro.
But he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, not because of what he does in the ring, but not just as a commentator, but
he kissed Vince's ass.
He was also an executive, too.
And he kissed Vince's ass, too. No disrespect. Shit.
Both figuratively and literally.
I ain't kissing nobody ass.
Anyway, we'll be back with SVR1. Record. Alright, we back with SVR1. The game that started pretty much a wrestling video game hallmark legend. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown vs. Raw. This is also another one of those few games that actually incorporated different storylines depending on which brand superstar you pick. So
I gotta ask you, out of all the SmackDown vs. Raws, which one had a better GM mode?
Better GM mode? Well, between you and me, I can't choose between 06 and 07 because to me their GM modes were very identical.
Yeah.
So it comes down to the roster, and if you ask me, I think 06 might have had a better roster.
That's debate right there, bro. But why you say that?
06, you still had Stevie Richards and Mark Jindrak and other guys you can put at the forefront for the lower cards and the mid card belts. And promos were not as expensive, you know what I'm saying? Because they did up the prices on promos on 07, what I remember.
I might gotta give it to 07, bro.
Why 07?
Because I think 07 had a better roster.
I think 07 had a better roster?
I think so.
No.
I think 07 had a better soundtrack too.
Of course you do. Okay, so we didn't talk about what was your favorite submission finisher? If you ask me, my go-to is always the ankle lock.
My favorite submission hold. Damn.
Hell's Gate, Undertaker, Tazmission, Sharpshooter, aka Scorpion Deathlock.
My favorite submission.
Walls of Jericho.
Yeah, I think growing up, because we always apply that to each other as a kid.
Walls of Jericho. Yeah, because
it
was easy.
Yeah.
And so furthermore, you could decide if you were put pressure on an opponent or not.
Yeah, I'll say Walls of Jericho.
Okay. Walls of Jericho. That's a
the
good
one that stood out to me was Walls of Jericho. Yeah. For sure.
Alrighty. Alright, so what was your favorite like striking finisher? Like you know, stuff where like you literally put literal hands or feet to somebody. My go-to will always have to be
what you mean, like clothesline or something?
Yeah, it could be the clothesline from Hell Counts. It's between the spear and the Sweet Chin Music for me.
I'll say the 619.
Yeah, that's a strike.
619. I like how Clothesline from Hell was explosive.
Yeah.
I like the bookend.
Scissor kick.
Scissor kick. I like the scissor kick. I like the choke slam from both Big Show, Kane, and the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Last ride.
Choke slam is a slam.
Oh.
Last ride is a slam. I'll give you another strike finisher. I like WMD by Big Show.
I like either
Kofi Kingston, Trouble in Paradise.
Who was I like the RKO.
RKO kind of counts as a slam.
It's a strike though, cause you know. He was called the Viper. Who had the best spirit? Rhino, Goldberg, or
automatically Edge? I gotta give it to Edge. You remember that shit he did at WrestleMania X7?
Oh yeah, off the shit.
Yup.
I have to give it to Goldberg. I ain't gonna front. Goldberg was more aggressive, especially in his prime with WCW. He was. Yeah, I think he was more aggressive and mean. And Rhino was kind of like mid a little bit, but Edge. I'll say Edge had the best one because of that spirit at WrestleMania 17.
Alright, best one, but best overall execution, you gotta give it to Edge.
It's gonna come down between Goldberg and Edge.
Okay, fair enough.
And I think Goldberg was a little bit better because it was more like aggressive, bro. Because he actually played football for the Falcons.
Yeah.
So I think his is more aggressive. I think like it made you really like It was nice though too.
Hey, you remember when Goldberg speared? I think it was Jericho through the pot of the elimination chamber.
Yep, and then when he speared the Rock, like
on his first day in WWE.
That was cold, bro. You just had to be there to see it, man. You just had to be there.
You had.
What was the best real feud that stands out to you? I already got mine.
Well, John Cena versus The Rock will always be number one for like real beefs, but there's a couple of close seconds that come to mind. There's Edge versus Matt Hardy.
I was gonna say that was number one.
And then there's Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. Bret Hart versus Taker is not Bret Hart versus Taker. Shawn Michaels versus Taker was another one because it took them a long time to get to the point where they actually started to work well with each other because how they felt toward each other.
Because my thing is,
Undertaker did not sit well with Undertaker that Shawn Michaels benefited from Vince McMahon screwing over Bret Hart.
My thing is, bro, can you imagine your best friend before
you get into that? I gotta ask you this. Hold that thought. Did you know that for WrestleMania 22, if Eddie Guerrero stayed alive, there would have been a match between him and Shawn Michaels?
I didn't know that.
Planning that, bro. That would have been
amazing. Cool. But honestly, can you imagine your homie helping your girl, bro? Like your homie, bro.
Hey, just another reminder that it be your own niggas, bro. It be your own people, bro. And dog, Lita was doing what a lot of modern day females do, having secret phones and other texts and shit.
Bro, they don't get no more portrayal than that. That's why that would be number one. And I ain't gonna lie, I give him credit for burying the hatchet, but me, bro, and then on top of that, I got fired.
You lost your job.
You lost your job, bro. You had injuries and stuff.
Yeah, Matt Hardy, I think he tore his ACL before then. And dog, Matt trusted him with Edge. That's how close of friends they were. But yeah, Edge and Lita didn't last past 2006 though.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
What?
Alright, so I know they say forgive and forget, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever forget who? Like I said, no names, but you have a best friend, right?
Yeah.
Could you ever forgive? Could you ever be cool with your homie again after he backdoor you like that with your girl?
That'll take a very long time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
But would I ever trust him with females again? Probably not.
I wouldn't trust him in general, bro, because there's certain things you don't do.
Then again, they'll forever be a snake in my eyes.
There's certain things that you just don't do.
I'll forgive them, but from a distance.
Yeah, certain things just don't do, bro. Like certain things is like a no. Like you don't portray your right hand man over a chick. And it's like, bro, that's the thing about I don't understand this, bro, because there's so many girls out here for all of us, bro. Why her? Like out of all people, why? Like you know the history between that. Like that was bro. That was, and then the way Matt Hardy was attacking dude backstage and live before, bro. That was, bro.
That was real too,
bro. That dude, I ain't gonna lie, fam. That's got to be the best beef, the best real beef ever. I ain't gonna front. Because the thing about with The Rock and John Cena, they had smoke because of what John Cena said in the interview. That's it. But, bro, your best friend fucking your girl, bro.
Hey, man, I prefer beefs that aren't over the females versus beefs that are over females.
But
don't get more personal than just that.
Bro, that was your homie, bro. Like that was your homie. That was your homie. And then you did it when I was injured and I got fired. And the way he found out too.
Yeah, it was fun.
I ain't gonna lie, that was bro. And
you guys, Matt's brother Jeff, he was shocked as shit.
That's gotta be number one for me. And once again, you just had to be there.
Hey, it gave birth to one of the greatest moments, actually two of the greatest Raw moments in history. Number one was Edge banging Lita in the middle of the ring.
You just had to be there, bro.
Or at least from what it looked like, Lita was giving him sloppy toppy.
And then remember how I asked you which wrestler I won't ever like? I got one.
Who?
CM Punk.
CM Punk. Why do you always CM Punk?
It's his attitude, bro. Like you got a bad rep for them and the other promotion too. Like
both here and there, dog.
That means
up until last year, I never seen a wrestler ever put his own promotion under the bus.
Come on, man. It's like,
and his co-workers.
Boy, I told you, bro. Like when you become a certain person, that follow, like if it follows you,
right?
You know, and it's like, bro. For one, you try to be like Brock and like go compete in UFC. You got fucked up in both of your matches, bro. You got fucked up. The second one, you did better, but the first one, you got your ass whooped, bro. And this dude came out to that, oh, Mickey, you so fine, you blew my mind. Hey, Mickey. Like, he came out to that shit, bro.
Right.
You got beat up by a guy that came out to that, oh, Mickey, you so fine song, bro.
I don't know what's, hey, Biddy, what you gonna do? Cause I'm gonna put it on ya.
Bro, come on, man. Like, you got your ass whooped by a guy named Mickey. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. On some real shit. How you gonna? And then it's like, bro, remember when he said that he asked Vince for time off because he was physically, like, you know, worn out. Like he was. You went from that straight to the UFC, bro. How are you physically strong, bro? If you went from like professional wrestling, which is physical, but you went from that until the octagon. So how bad were you physically tired or drained?
Exactly.
It just didn't. To me, it just didn't add up, bro.
It makes sense, bro.
It just didn't add up. Like, I don't know why.
Do we need to add in the fact that Vince never wanted to sign dude in the first place?
Yeah, Paul Heyman was. And CM Punk is a great talent.
Yes, he is.
But his attitude, man, it just, I don't know.
He's responsible for some of the best feuds during the PG era.
Real shit. Him, John Cena,
him and Jeff Hardy.
Yup.
Perfect, because they were polar opposites of each other.
You know, he does some shit that made Jeff Hardy, like, he rubs Jeff Hardy the wrong way.
Jeff Hardy still don't like the nigga because of that. Like, I saw a video when Jeff Hardy was drunk. You know what I'm saying? And he's still like, you get me.
Oh, my bad.
I was trying to take away.
My bad. My bad. I just grabbed a random motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to pin Ray. He's up now. But anyway.
Oh, he kicked me too.
Man, get off my board, man. We part of DX, man. Chill out. Oh, my bad, Robbie.
But for real, I just don't like his attitude, man.
Furthermore,
I don't like his attitude.
I did not like his. I mean, it made great TV, but I do not like his straight edge society character. I just felt like he was mocking Jesus too much.
Cause yeah, bro, and Jesus not even white, so.
Thank you.
You know, let's not go there.
The same way I felt about Seth Rollins doing the Monday Night Messiah.
I didn't see that shit.
Nah, yeah, this was later in wrestling.
Oh man, so how you later? So imagine how you felt when, you know, Vince McMahon did the, you know, God and Shawn Michaels versus, like, bro, that was so damn. That was stupid.
Cringe.
That was stupid.
That was cringe, bro.
That was stupid.
I'm so glad that Triple H eventually came back and reunited. That one made some of the greatest moments in Monday Night Raw history right there. Bro, DX reunited. Bro,
that was stupid. That was dumb. I'm not gonna front. That was, I think, all the ideas that Vince had. That was the stupidest thing that he ever did. That was
the dumbest.
I'm not gonna lie. That was just stupid. Facts.
See ya, Robbie.
I was not fucking with that shit. That shit was dumb as hell. And another dumb, let me see, another dumb storyline.
I would say Kane having a secret girlfriend while that he accidentally killed while being in a feud with Triple H. That's another one that was dumb.
Like in the 90s or 2000s?
2000s when Kane was Intercontinental Champion and Triple H was World Heavyweight Champion.
What the hell?
What?
RVD fucking...
I eliminated him. That's why
he was on a ramp and he fucking hit me and shit.
Oh, he was on an apron.
I say, let me think of the dumbest shit. Let me think of one of the dumbest storylines. Of course, one was definitely God and, you know, Shawn Michaels tag team. Like that was stupid.
I'm gonna say one. I'm not gonna say the whole storyline because the whole storyline was great, but I did not agree with this angle. Remember when? At Survivor Series, they put Survivor Series 08. It was Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov and Jeff Hardy just earned his spot to make it a triple threat. They went on WWE.com that day and said that Jeff Hardy was found in his hotel room unconscious. I don't think that angle was good at all. Oh my goodness, Matt!
Come on, no, get off me!
That wasn't even two, Matthew.
Let me think, bro. I gotta think good on this one.
Oh my freaking goodness! I just got hit with two twists of fate.
There's been a lot of motherfucking storylines.
Let's see. One storyline I didn't like is Jerry Lawler feuding with Michael Cole. I thought that was dumb. Oh, I'm gonna let you go. I did not like that. Like that resulted in arguably the worst WrestleMania match of all time.
I didn't. Okay. When Bret Favre came back, that was monumental. But the match between him and Vince McMahon, trash.
Didn't deliver.
Sucked.
It didn't deliver at all.
Just too old, bro. Just too old.
Bret Hart was literally calling timeout in the middle of the ring like this.
Just too old, man. Past his prime. Just too old. Just too old, B. Just too old, man. What the hell? Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm me.
Alright.
You're kicking Kurt in the head. Oh, I got a good question. So, say you're a WWE superstar, right? Mm-hmm. And you want a WWE diva to manage you. Who are you picking?
Trish Stratus. Either Trish or Mickie James.
I always thought those two were
nice ass, boy. She a
she a country white girl, man. Them country white girls, they know about cake, man.
Yeah, she got a fat ass. A girl I would not want to manage me was Maria.
You didn't like Maria?
Nah, not that much.
Why? She was cute.
I ain't fuck with her like that.
I'd want Kelly to manage me.
You wouldn't?
I said I would.
Okay, I was about to say.
I would want Kelly to manage.
I was about to say. She was one of my favorites, low key.
Layla was fine too. I liked her British accent, bro. There's something about them girls with the British accent. It's just, I don't know.
I wouldn't want Melina to manage me either.
Oh, yeah, Melina, she fine, but she a thought, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, she cheated on John Morrison with Batista, bro. I'm pretty sure you already knew that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you fucking bitch.
Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Alright, Kurt Angle should be out of there. Who else is saying? Would you want Michelle McCool to manage you? Oh, damn, you made him bleed. Would you want Michelle McCool to manage you?
No.
Okay, what about Ashley?
No.
Eve Torres?
No.
Tori Wilson?
Yes.
Figured you would. Stacy Keibler?
Yes.
Who else? Would you want Sable to manage you?
Yes.
You want Sable to manage you?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Do you want Victoria?
Yes.
How about hard ass Jazz?
No.
Figured so. One more pedigree. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I won. Anyway, who else? Who else was hot around this time?
You had
Candice Michelle.
Yeah, I would.
Hey, be honest. You gonna drink her bathwater too?
Yeah, I would. I would. For sure.
We gonna be back with SVR 06. We'll see you in a bit.
Bro, we playing 06, bro.
Record. Alright, we back with SVR 06. Now 2 intros to both shows could play here. I don't know if we're gonna get SmackDown or Raw, but both intros, man, good times. Good freaking times.
You had to be there, man.
I had to be there, bro.
Memories, bro.
Ain't nothing like waiting to before dinner time. You know what I'm saying? 7 o'clock, or in Raw's case, 8 o'clock around this time. For Raw to come on like before dinner.
And 05 was a great year too.
Yes, it was. All I got there.
It was a great year, bro.
Yes, some of the best feuds. Dog, this was the beginning of the rise to stardom of Batista and John Cena, because they carried Raw and SmackDown.
Man.
These dudes carried Raw and SmackDown.
And you still had the Undertaker, man. You just
had to be there.
You just had to be there, bro. You know, 2004 was definitely one of my favorite years of wrestling. Mm-hmm. For sure. 2004, 2003.
Yeah.
Man, you just had
like the ruthless aggression period. That whole period. That and a little bit of the beginning of PG, because beginning PG wasn't as bad.
Beginning PG, that was like 2008.
Yeah, 08, 09.
08 was a good year, bro. Facts.
Oh, it was definitely.
It still had blood, too.
Still had blood. You're right. Even despite it going PG, the early PG still had blood, because, you know, Cena JBL one night stand, first blood match.
Speaking of that, remember when Big Show was in that match with the cigar pole, and he hurt his eye, got a scratch, and it was blood. So yeah, so there was some blood.
Yeah, there was. All right. What do you think about my girl Paige?
Nah.
Too pale for you?
Not my thing.
Not my thing.
Not my cup of tea.
Because I actually still watch current wrestling, but only because I've begun to appreciate the beauty behind the sport. When I was a fan around this time, I just cared about seeing the faces win and the heels lose.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch current wrestling. It just don't hit different, man. Yeah. It just don't hit different, bro.
It just don't hit like how it used to hit.
It just don't hit, man. You know, when certain shit hit, it hit. Mm-hmm. It doesn't hit, man. To me, it doesn't hit.
What do you think of Alexa Bliss?
I'll holla at that.
You'll holla. Alrighty, You gonna pick Mick Foley on me?
The reason why I like Mick is because, you know, the whole stigma of where a wrestler's supposed to be, you know, tight, you know, spandex, buff, you know, Mick Foley was the opposite of that. He was out of shape. He wasn't, you know, fit, but he still, you know, stood out. So Mick Foley definitely, man, you know, he was watching Mick Foley was definitely a very great experience, man, because he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't a typical wrestler. No. He wasn't like the John Cena's or the Hulk Hogan, like very muscular. He was fat, out of shape, messed up teeth. He didn't look like, you know,
he didn't have the look, but man, he had the characters.
And that's something that you can't buy, man. That's something you just can't teach.
You know, as a fan,
it has to be natural, man. You know, you have to be natural.
It's either you have it or you don't.
And Mick Foley had it, bro. And you know, God blessed him. He didn't bless him with like the, you know, the best figure, but man, he had the crowd interaction, dog. He's
one half of one of the greatest moments of WWE history. One of the greatest OMG moments when Undertaker threw him off the damn cell.
And on top of that, when he won the championship, he low key to me helped them beat WCW, because that brought in ratings. Because
everybody was switching back to Raw.
Because who would have thought, bro? Mick Foley, champion. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mick Foley, man. Definitely, he definitely had oh my gosh moments. Plenty of oh my gosh moments. Facts, man. You just had to be there, bro. Don't look at him now as like, oh, he's just, you know, the way he looks now. I don't judge him by how he look, man. Right. He's a definition of a Hall of Famer.
Right. And I gotta say this, I had the look when I went to Twin Cities Con this past year. I had the pleasure of meeting the guy.
Lucky.
I had the pleasure of meeting him. I'm telling you, the rumors are true. He is as nice as he has been on television. He is as nice as they come. He's hilarious, you know what I'm saying, as he is on television, man. Very selfless, you know what I'm saying, huge heart, you know what I mean. You know what's crazy? I have Kurt Angle right below him. I dressed as Kurt Angle. I was cosplaying as Kurt Angle right next to him. He told me that he was going to be in Pittsburgh next week. He was going to show Kurt Angle those pictures. You know what I'm saying? Of me dressed as him alongside of him. And he had the different masks too. He had his Do Love mask. He had his Mankind mask. Dog, meeting Mick Foley was just epic, man.
You met part of your childhood, man. Right in front of your eyes.
Yes. I couldn't imagine it any other way, bro. I couldn't imagine it any other way.
Right in front of your eyes, man.
Like, dude, out of all the celebrities I've met, I'm glad that Mick was the first wrestler I've met.
And I'm glad you didn't record that, man, because you captured that moment just personal. Like, memory is something that you can never, like, kill. You know what I mean? And having it on camera, it takes away the authenticity of it. Like, it was just organic. Like, you know what you saw. You can think about it, like, all the time. Every time you see Mick Foley, that can pop up in your head. Because sometimes, like, I'm not saying he's your childhood hero. I'm not saying that. But you know when they say when you meet your childhood heroes, it kind of like damaged you because they wasn't who you thought they were. Yeah. Mick Foley is who you thought that he was.
Exactly who you think he was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know, he may not be in my top 25 for favorite wrestlers, but I still appreciate the work he's done.
I'll put him up there.
Now, as far as GOAT list, he's somewhere in there, but like personal favorites, he you know, didn't even crack the top 25. I'm sorry.
I think he did for me.
But, you know, as far as being one of the greatest of all time, he's definitely somewhere in that top 25.
Because he didn't fit the description. And he
broke barriers for unorthodox style wrestlers.
And that's what I like. I don't like, you know, somebody, no disrespect, but like, let's use The Rock for instance. It's in his DNA for that. Because it's his family, grandfather, father, uncles.
We're Soul Man Rocky Johnson and the Anoa'i family, whole Anoa'i.
Mick Foley don't have that kind of background. And I'm not saying that The Rock didn't earn it. He definitely earned it, but he had a head start, though, because it's his dad and his grandfather and his uncles and stuff. You know, Mick Foley, he ain't The Rock. The Rock is athletic, fit, you know, a superstar.
Right. The Rock played football before he...
Mick Foley is the guy that would consider the outcast.
Yup.
And he made it. So I like stories like that.
Hey, without people like Mick Foley, you wouldn't have bigger guys like Kevin Owens entertaining us.
I like that. And Kevin Owens is very athletic.
For a big dude.
Backflips and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like a typical super wrestler.
He doesn't have the physique. But you know, he had the toughness.
So come on, man. Mick, come on. And I'm not saying Mick Foley laid down a blueprint, because there was many before him. Dusty Rhodes.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter. Dusty Rhodes that looked like a superstar.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Junkyard Dog. He didn't look like a superstar like that. You know?
King Kong Bundy.
You know what I mean? So he ain't the first, but
he definitely made it popular.
I'll say he's a trendsetter. Mm-hmm. Nobody was doing.
Furthermore, I don't think anybody could pull off a better insane character than Mick.
The man lost his ear, bro, in the match. He lost his ear, bro. Mm-hmm. That should say something right there. When somebody, I personally will not lose my ear for nothing. I don't care how passionate I am. That's my ear. I don't want to lose part of my body, man, for that.
Neither.
Because you need that, you know. But after this, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I personally wouldn't do it, but at the end of the day, he did it.
Yeah. And
you gotta just thank him for what he did, man, and just be grateful that he did. Like, you know, just be grateful. You feel me?
Right. Hey, I just noticed the arena I just picked. WrestleMania 21 is, in my opinion, the most underrated WrestleMania of all time.
I wouldn't say that.
Which one is the most underrated?
The most underrated one? 24.
24 gets his praise due, though.
I don't know why. This don't get his praise.
Because outside of Cena and Batista, the rest of the card does get over.
Hell the fuck! Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle? What the fuck?
What? Those other matches.
The first Money in the Bank?
Guerrero versus Mysterio.
Taker versus Randy Orton. What? Nah.
Even that gets overlooked.
Nah. I disagree with that.
Actually, you know what? There is one WrestleMania that is more underrated than this one. 23. Because Batista vs. Undertaker was awesome.
I actually watched that the other day. That was cold to me. That was cold.
Yeah, that one. That one versus Eminem. Yeah, Battle of Billiards. Lashley versus Umaga. The Money in Bank match with Mr. Kennedy one was great.
Shawn Michaels versus
John Cena.
Yeah, because
I'm glad Triple H got injured. Do you agree that they were going to have Triple H versus too? They also did. Who else was there? Only bad matches on that card were Melina versus Ashley and Khali versus Kane. Yeah, you probably don't even remember those, do you?
No. The whack one? I ain't gonna lie.
WrestleMania 27?
That was definitely whack. That was definitely trash. On top of the WrestleMania 21 had one of the best intros.
Yeah, WrestleMania Goes Hollywood.
Talking to me? Like that shit was cold. Mm-hmm. Then they had different movie skits and all that.
Yeah, I like the one with Booker T and Eddie Guerrero on Pulp Fiction.
And then Stone Cold did. Come on, man. Because that was the whole theme of it. Like, go Hollywood. It was big in Hollywood. Acting, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had, come on.
I like the one with Chris Jericho.
That shit crazy as hell.
I like when Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit are like interrogating Stacy Keibler.
Whoever said WrestleMania 21 was underrated is crazy as hell.
Yeah, but my thing is 21 doesn't get talked about as much as far as like greatest WrestleMania of all time.
I don't know why.
It should be. It should be.
It definitely should be. Come on, like the segment with Roddy Piper and Stone Cold and Carlito.
Yup. And Hogan helping Eugene versus Muhammad Hassan.
Cold, bro.
In my opinion, Muhammad Hassan should have waited until after the War on Terror to be a wrestler, because it was the wrong time for him.
They took that motherfucker off. Because at first I thought that he was part of like the terrorists and shit, but they took him off because it was just times and shit, and they had big plans for him too.
Yeah, they was gonna push him as a big star.
Shit, I would have been like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. I'm not really Arabic, which he was. He's like Italian American type of shit. He ain't really from, but like his homie Davari though.
Davari, he's from Minneapolis, but he got Arabic bloodline ties.
Yeah, dude didn't. Mom on the side's not even his real name and shit.
No.
That motherfucker's Italian like a motherfucker.
Swear.
I don't know why he want to portray to be, you know, Arabic like fam. Like what the fuck? You know we got internet, right? We can look up and see, you know, you lying and shit. Like
I do like his theme song though.
That shit was trash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but no match this year's May was better than Michaels versus Angle. In fact, Angle talks about on the podcast that Michaels was his favorite opponent to go up against.
Man, you just had to be there to watch, bro.
Right, you had to be there. Oh, sorry, I was after Jericho.
You just had to be there to watch, man. You had the very first Money in the Bank, man. You just had to be there, bro. Arguably the greatest superstar, whoever participated in that is Shelton Benjamin, for sure.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't win it.
I don't know why he didn't win. I was mad, bro.
He should have won at least one because he was in like
all of them damn near. Besides the one from 23. Besides the one, he was in damn near all of them, man.
Right. He was in 25. Was he in 26? I think he was.
I can't remember.
Get that out of here, Kurt.
But he was damn near in all of them bitches though. And he had a lot of oh my gosh moments.
Like when he dived off the ladder and did like a swanton off of it.
You know, Jeff Hardy had an oh my gosh moment when he did that shit with Edge at 27. Like that shit was cold.
At 17, you mean?
Yeah, no. Remember when WrestleMania 23 and he jumped off the ship?
That was 23 up where he did a leapfrog leg drop.
Yeah. 17, that was Money in the Bank. That was just a ladder match.
Yeah, that was a TLC.
Yeah, TLC.
God damn it, Kurt. I forgot about the stamina. The stamina mechanic.
I forgot about that shit too. This stamina shit weak as hell, bro. That's the one that I don't like about this game.
I give them points for trying to make it as realistic as possible because, like, when your stamina is low, but one thing they didn't introduce yet, which they would introduce in the further games, is the idea of rest holds. Because in real wrestling, you gotta like, in the ring, you actually like when both wrestlers are tired, and this takes a lot of ring psychology to know. When both wrestlers are tired, one of the wrestlers has to put another wrestler in a rest hold. Preferably the one that's not gonna take a majority of the offense to do that. 2005, man. Even though we lost Eddie, it's still a great year.
I remember that day, bro. Mom told me like she had on the news and everything, cause she knew how much I like Eddie. You know what I mean? She like she knew it.
She was like James, that wrestler guy died.
Yeah, cause she knew how much I like him, man. She was like Eddie, I'm like, what?
About to make Randy Orton tap.
I jumped out of bed, man. Woo. It was sad, bro. That was a sad day, for real. That was a very sad day.
Wasn't like it when you lost Eddie, man. Like Eddie's death felt like that Drake album. Nothing was the same.
Honestly, I think that's Drake's best album.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
one of. You know what I'm saying?
Take Care.
You trying to play me?
Oh my bad. Take Care was cold, boy. Yeah. Take Care was cold.
Yeah, Take Care was that shit.
Oh damn, bro.
What I do?
Hold on, I'm trying to focus.
Anyway, let me get Orton bitch ass out of here. Cause I hated Orton around this time. Like I couldn't stand him.
Me neither.
Dog, remember when he hold Rey Mysterio at No Way Out 06, bro? I was so upset.
And that's the thing.
And then the very next week on SmackDown, dog. My favorite general manager of all time, Teddy Long, pulls a rabbit out of his hat, and he was like, "I cannot take away Orton's part from the match. Jericho, how you gonna steal my pin?" Anyway, he was like, "So that is some Jericho shit, though. He's known for stealing pins. Just go watch Unforgiven 08 when he won the World Heavyweight Championship." But anyway, yeah, man, where was I? Teddy Long was like, "I cannot take away from the match, but I can damn sure add to the match. It'll be WrestleMania 22. It'll be Randy Orton versus the world champion versus Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio was jumping for joy. And I'm like, they can't just hold Rey Mysterio out of the main event of WrestleMania like this. He won the Royal Rumble. There's no way. And when T-Lo did that, man, oh my goodness.
He did it for Eddie, man. Mm-hmm. He had no choice but to win, man.
Right, no choice.
That would have been messed up if he did it for Eddie and he lost.
Right. It would have been. And that also gave birth to another one of the best rivalries of coming the following year, because he would later on feud with Chavo after that. Remember?
Of course I remember that.
And Chavo would get him injured and he would come back. Alright. Let me give him a rock bottom. Ew. Jericho out of here. That's what you get for stealing my pen. But yeah, man, I'm gonna say also
the Rock and Sock connection.
You know, WrestleMania 20 had them two going up against Evolution. That's probably one of the best matches on that card.
Yeah, it was.
The way they helped get Evolution over, especially how Mick feuded with Randy that year. Phenomenal work. Phenomenal work.
Man, Backlash. Woo.
Yeah, that match for the IC belt, that hardcore match. Remember when he reversed that RKO onto them thumbtacks, boy? We were doing the same animation. Oh, he raked my eyes. What you doing to? I'm about to say, what you doing to the ref? He dropped his ass on me. Bro, I remember when Rikishi made that song called "Put a Little Ass on It."
No, I don't remember that.
Russian leg sweep right there. Kick out Rocky. Yes. How the heck we got the same leg drop? Nope. Wait, how did he get his finisher? He must have been taunting. Ugh, it was elbow time. He must electrified move. Today. The people's elbow. I remember when Jerry the King Lawler used to say that about that move.
He was talking about me, you know what I mean? Because he know I'm the future, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no. Dos. Okay, he kicked out. See if I can make him tap. Did you know that The Rock started doing the sharpshooter because he wanted to pay tribute to Owen Hart?
That was sad, bro. That was definitely sad.
The death of Owen Hart?
Yeah, that was sad, bro.
Yeah, the fact that he died like in the middle of the ring, dog.
He fell. Woo! I seen the dark side of that episode as well.
To this day, man, his wife still don't fuck with Vince because of that.
I think it's how he handled it. I think that was, cause I don't think it's. I mean, cause it was his idea, and it's just sad, bro, all the way around. And like, just after that, he kind of like distanced himself from them. That was bogus.
Yeah, the way Vince be treating the Hearts is kind of dirty.
Bogus, bro.
I will give him some credit. Matter of fact, you know what? We're going to switch to 07, and I'm going to ask you probably the most controversial opinion out of you.
Yeah, can we just play the game, though? Like, just chill? Because I ain't going to lie, this light's starting to hurt my eye.
Yeah.
This light's starting to hurt my eye, right?
Alright, you can turn that off if you wish. It's not going to affect too bad the lighter. Anyway, we'll see y'all for 07.